Good afternoon, everybody. Right. So, um, I- I'm I'm a bit stuck with Madden, to be honest. I think it might be time to move on to a different game, or at least play Madden a little bit less. I've got so many games I need to do, and I think I was saying this yesterday that games these days want you to stay in their game mode, right? Because the longer you're in, the more likely you are to be buying stuff. Right, it's the same as why TikTok is so addictive because everything is short form. So you're constantly. I swear that people are going to get RSI in their index finger, but from apps like TikTok where you're just doing this, right? It's ruined everybody's attention span. So me, I'm very much like a long form content kind of guy. Like I'll cast something on YouTube to the TV, and I'll just let it roll. And I find a lot of things and a lot of other YouTubers that I wouldn't have found by their stuff popping up automatically on a Chromecast. But it would drive me mad to watch that kind of content on the TV. And I think it's just changing our attention span, and that's why everything's got to be bang. It's got to be so much so in your face. But anyway, right, I've come on anyway today. I've bought another game that I'll talk about probably later on. So it's an all-time favourite character that's in this game. It's a movie game, and it's something that I meant to pick up when it was released, but I just lost sight of it, and that I've got some other things that I need to show you. I'll probably do. I might do an unboxing. This is the problem. I've got so much stuff, and it isn't all gaming related, but it's stuff that I know that people that like gaming will also like. We all pretty much love movies as well. If we're a gamer, we all we like movies. So I think it's all right. I've been trying to build more on the Instagram account as well, so I neglected it a little bit. I hit 2,000 follows over the weekend, and I think I'm like 2,120 or something like that now. So that's been good. So really pleased that I'm seeing an increase there. I've been using TikTok. I've been experimenting a bit on TikTok because I've got to be honest. I don't. It's not my bag. This short form content. I just don't get it. I'm old now. I've nearly lived 50 years on this planet, half a century, and it just overwhelms me. I think it's just too overwhelming, and you'll sometimes like I'll click something and or look at something on the internet. Like I was looking at potentially going on holiday somewhere, and then my TikTok was just that, and I'm like, I don't like this. And we know it's been a thing for a long time now in terms of that when something's free like TikTok is, right? You're the product basically. So you are the product. So you give this stuff for free, free. You give this stuff for free, but it's your data that's being sold and harvested. Now, I'm a believer in that when it's done right and it's done well, it's really good because it reminds me of things. Funnily enough, this game I'm buying today I got made aware of it by something that got presented to me. Now it might have been because I'd looked at another post before, or it could have just been that it knows what things I like, and it showed it me, and it resulted in me buying it. Right, so brilliant. It worked in that regard. But I don't want to spend 5 minutes looking at shower heads because I need to replace a shower head, and then for the next 3 months I'm just seeing bathroom commercials. It needs to get better. It needs to get better. Anyway, right, let's have a look at what we've sold on the auction house. And I'll tell you more about the game that I'm buying a little bit later on. Right, so we sold some bits, not too much to be honest. I think that I said yesterday that things have got really quiet from a an auction house perspective, there doesn't seem to be as many people on and playing as there were. And I listed a load of stuff yesterday, and as you saw there, not many had sold. I think we had like a 93. There we go. We got this dude yesterday, didn't we? So we're trying to sell this dude. But I think it always happens after the Super Bowl. So it's sort of, I'm a big fan of American football. I've been a fan since like 1986, 1985, 86. But it does seem to drop off after the Super Bowl has finished. But yeah, I think it might be time to move on to pastures new. I've got so many games I need to go through, stuff that I haven't played before. If you're on my Instagram, you'll see some of the games that I've been picking up recently. A lot of PS3 games, and now I can actually stream the PS3 games because I've managed to bypass the HDCP. I'm hoping to get more of a permanent setup. The problem with it is this room that I'm in now, because I've got everything out of storage that's gaming related, so it's there for me to put photos on Instagram, put things on TikTok, and do videos of setup guides and so on and so forth and such like. But it's now means that everything is out. All of my old consoles are out, and my TV unit. I need to get a new one because at the moment it's not wide enough. But the the annoying thing is when I got my sound system, I got floor standing speakers, which means I can't go too far width wise. I almost need a couple of matching units that I can put either side. So I need to think about that some more. But I need to move all of my stuff because I've got Hue lights behind behind the TV, ambient lights. I've got a Hue Playbox, but I don't use it very much. And the reason is because I had the brainy idea of painting the back wall like a lime green colour. So the certain colours like blue is one specifically that just gets absorbed into the green, so you don't really see um, like a nice blue. So if I'm watching a movie, I prefer like a nice blue ambient light. But most of the time, if I'm watching one, I would be putting on the Hue Sync, so it changes the color based on what you're doing and what you're watching. But I need to get a new one because I can't do it. I can't do it with the piece with the PlayStation either because I'm plugged directly into the TV to get the 120 hertz in games that support it. But the pass through, the Hue Sync pass through thing doesn't support 120 hertz. So um, I mean, to be honest, I get confused every time I kind of forget it's there. I forget that it's in the chain of HDMI command, if you will. So I sort of dread once everything's set up. I dread to touch anything because as soon as I start messing around unplugging stuff, like I lost Arc once because for some reason it wouldn't send the sound back from the TV into the receiver. So when I'm playing the PlayStation now, and I've got the PlayStation plugged directly in, I've got my HDMI lead that goes from the TV into the amp, so I still get sound through the receiver via ARC. Anyway, right, what are we going to do? What we were doing yesterday is we were doing these solo seasons games, these AKA Icon Clash games that I'd forgotten about. We can get some tokens from doing this, but I hadn't been doing it, so I think I need to start doing it in case they remove it. So I'm gonna sit and do a couple of these, see how we get on.
The home of the Kansas City Chiefs. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, we're getting set for kickoff in here. Partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasize what happens here right at the jump.
I'm a bit confused why my team looked like it had 98 overalls then. But they changed something.
It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall.
But we'll have a go. I mean, I played a couple of these last night, and
future plays and future possessions as the game unfolds.
I struggled a bit, to be honest. I think when you've been playing real people,
I'm with you. I'm excited to see how do they come
it's going to be interference.
and
When you've been playing real people,
of their opponent lie.
and then you come back to playing the computer,
As we begin this third quarter.
you can tell the difference.
Of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. Can he get away? No. He's going to be taken down.
But yeah, I've been enjoying doing the Instagram stuff. I came away from doing it. I think originally the plan was to use Instagram and TikTok to shout out about the channel, the YouTube channel, because I kind of understand it more than I do. I think Instagram itself has also had this identity problem where recently it doesn't know where it fits in the marketplace. It's like one thing I really liked about Instagram was the default being squares. That you take these pictures that were just squares. And like they've changed it so it's more like TikTok now. And I used to just like uploading images, pictures of things, because I've always been a fan of photography as well. But it got a bit confused over what, that it started to be like it prefers. That's why, because we've got icons playing in this game. It's not just.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2.
It's not our own players. That's why. That makes sense.
He'll go again here with Kamara.
But yeah, it's sort of like changed the goalposts a little bit in terms of what its identity is, and it's trying to compete with TikTok now. Simple as that. But it's really weird. Like what I started on Instagram in, I think it was May or June last year. Is when I first started to post stuff and sort of get to grips with it, set up a new account and all that stuff, and then started to get followers. And when the YouTube channel started to get more traction, sort of around September time, I think it would have been, I stopped doing Instagram, but it just chugged along. I was always sort of around 1,500 subs, followers on Instagram, and I just concentrated more on YouTube because it was a lot of hard work. Like to put it into perspective, as I said earlier, I'm 2,120 followers on Instagram. And then I think 1,400 on TikTok. I found it really difficult on TikTok. Everybody told me that when I told them I was doing this, everybody told me get on TikTok. Get on TikTok, you'll get loads of followers. And I was like, all right. I uploaded the first picture and I got like 700 views, and I thought, well, that's pretty good then. But it sort of just kept around that sort of level. It never really peaked. It never really did any better than that. And I just find it less accessible, I guess, than Instagram is. But yeah, I mean, on YouTube, I'm now at 737. So obviously, you've got this milestone that they give you to try and monetize. So I've already hit the one. Funnily enough, this is crazy. When I started doing this, and they said that you've got to get 4,000 watch hours or 1,000 subs. I thought the subs are going to be the easy bit. The watch hours is going to be what's going to... Because think about what 4,000 hours is. It's mental in terms of how much somebody has to watch something. But I managed it. I managed it within 3 months. I think I'm at like 10k now, watch hours on YouTube. But it's took so long to get followers. And it ebbs and flows. People that come in and talk to me on the channel. You know, there's been a few guys that I really appreciate that have popped in and spoke to me here, because a lot of them remember the original goal that I had for the YouTube channel, talking about mental health and stuff, which is still there. But you know, I think sometimes I felt like that I was constantly thinking about talking about mental health. Instead of switching off from it and having a bit of fun for a change, you know, doing something exciting, playing games, and not thinking about the mental health issues that I've had. But yeah, 10k watch hours. I mean, when I hit the 4k, I was like, man, this is great. And I think I hit it when I was still. I think I was at 400 subs when I hit it. But I've spent a lot of time this weekend promoting and engaging with other people's content, and I think that's been what's made me grow, because you know, I'm a firm believer in you get back what you put into something, right? And I think that this is the problem with TikTok, is everybody is after making money, right? It's like I was watching a few feeds, a few live feeds that people were running, and their reason for being is to sell the idea that they're helping you grow, which is an interesting concept, and I guess that's what they're all about. So they're sort of saying, if you send me a rose, you will appear in this list, and then he tells other people to follow those people, and then, but it's all where they make their money is from TikTok agencies telling them how to do exactly that. So you're not all you're being taught is how to grow and do this same process, right? So I'd never really looked at it before. So it's sort of like, I don't want to use the word Ponzi scheme or pyramid scheme or anything, but when the thing that you're selling is teaching you how to sell the thing that you're selling, it's anti. What's the word? It's anti-capitalism, right? Because you don't ever really grow that way. I mean, I don't know. I'm testing stuff. I'm sort of seeing if there's a way to grow from it. But I'm a believer in this full engagement. That, you know, if I like something and I watch it, right, I'll make sure I engage with it, because I want to see more of that stuff. So I will make sure that I engage in it anyway. But it kind of feels like they're saying, look, if you engage with this and you do it this way, that you're going to benefit from it as well. And I don't know if that's true. And the other one that I saw that was interesting today, because I'm getting bombarded with this stuff now, you know, follow trains and all this stuff. And every time I look in one, it's always the same people that are commenting now. I know this stuff doesn't work. You know, I'm not.
left in the game.
I'm not that thick. I know that it doesn't work, but it's interesting just to see. Like, you can kind of tell who the guys are that are the shills, almost, that know the people, and
they get it with 26 seconds to go.
you know, it's like
Here's a run.
the one guy that I watched today said, if you click the share button, this is on TikTok, if you click the share button and then you email it, that he seemed to think that TikTok has got to pay you for emailing it, and I'm like, man. So people will do it because they're like, I'm gonna have a look. So he gets you obviously get a boost if somebody shares it, like copying the link and stuff. There's all this stuff that it can track and go, oh, they're trying to share this. So if a real person's trying to share it, it must be something that other people would want to see. And that's basically what they do. There's no value in the content at all. There isn't really any entertainment there. It's not like these guys are comedians. You know, it's a very Ed TV, if you remember what that is. Right, we seem to be winning this one, but I mean, I've always been interested in sort of the way that people react to things, and I think for me one of the interesting things is because I don't need the money. I'm not desperate. I'm not setting this up because I need. You know, I'm desperate in any way. It sort of allows you to sort of learn the intricacies about it. Of that side of it. I mean, conventional marketing, you know, I know, I understand that's what I've done for 20 odd years, but when it comes to, you know, this sort of you know, that's everybody's question, right? How to get more followers, how to get monetized, how to get to the 1,000 subs and all this stuff. Whereas it happens naturally. If your content is good, it will happen naturally. If your content isn't good, which mine isn't at the moment, you know, I'm not naive enough to think that my stuff is any good. You know, I'll get there, but at the moment it's a lot of it is just learning. Right, so we've done this icon clash thing. So we're trying to get the tokens. I think we got 10 at the moment. So we're trying to do that. Right, what shall I do? Shall I do one of these house rules? I'm really not good at this game mode though. Right. Yeah, so basically people just use the same plays. Yeah, 1,409. I mean, I've got 236 followers, 236 watches on the video I just put up with the Man of Steel book. But I think that's the problem, isn't it? It's not. It's engagement that you need. So it's like one of the videos I did last week, the unboxing of the G9. I had like 4.8% CTR click-through ratio on that, and I could see that YouTube promoted it. And I was getting a lot of impressions on it, and I messed around with different thumbnails to see, you know, what worked, what didn't work, and you know, it did well for me. I was pleased with it. You know, I got it was fun watching the graph going up and trying to see what you know, how to improve the CTR, and I'm sure that there'll be other people that end up that end up watching the video.
79 Broncos, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
But I'm enjoying it, and to be honest, I enjoyed it yesterday, engaging with other people, talking to other people. You know, I'm a firm believer in that old saying about people buy from people. And I'm not just talking about buying goods and buying products and things. I'm talking about that people are a lot smarter, a lot more switched on, and you know, they're aware of, you know, what's a scam, what people are authentic. Right, we're doing well here. We're doing well. Right, let's try a little bit of quarters. Let's try some quarters. But yeah, definitely all about content. It's starting a channel. Don't forget to sort of engage with other people as well, because they'll see your engagement. Oh, that's frustrating. This is why I don't like this game mode. Just going to need a pick now. I mean, at least we've stopped him from getting like the big pass.
Here we go. Panther 11. Panther 11. Cup 19. Cup 19. Let go.
Wide open. Wide open. But yeah, it's nice just kicking back and just engaging in other people's content, especially when they're new. I like it when somebody that's new has followed me, and it kind of feels good to follow them back, right, and to give their posts a lot of engagement. And I think this is what I'm going to try and do later. I'm gonna, you know, I've had a lot of help from a lot of people that I don't know. You know, I don't know them, and you know, they've seen that I'm new. And you know, they'll share my my news stories and all these. You know, I really struggle of what to put on those on like the stories, but I know that they're the thing that seems to go in people's feeds a little bit more. But yeah, I kind of lose inspiration a bit. But I think that's what I might do later. I might pick a couple of these guys that have followed me recently, and just give their channel a bit of love. You know, just try and comment on as much as possible, and then. Oh, it was a nice little ziggy zag there, but yeah, I'm not very good at this game mode. I mean, we still haven't got Michael Penix either. That's a bit of a kick. I mean, I'm kind of hoping to make up for it that they go. We're going to give you Christian Brent's. I doubt it. I don't know. There we go. Nice little cheeky first down. Now, what I might try and do now, I can't remember how far out we've got to be to get the deep pass. We could go ahead against this dude. 27 yards. I think it's like 25 yards out, and it. So let's have a look. Let's try and take these guys on drags, and let's see if we can get Hester open up the middle. Nah. Right, that's quitting. That's quitting. I think I'm like 2-20 in this game mode. Man, it's so brutal that it makes you watch it all. It's like you're there for like 3 hours watching it. Alright, let's have a look how we're doing on TikTok then. 236. So it shot up to 236. And then it hasn't gone any further than that. So yeah, I understand. Let's have a look on Instagram. So what have we had here? 44 views. 97% has been followers. 2.3 non-followers. How many likes have I got on it? 4 likes. And I swear the messages are like are made up. Like it just said somebody had started following me, but my follower count hadn't increased. Right, let's see what we can do. Oh, here we go. We've got the old. Alright, we'll move down the field on dagger. Cover 4 quarters. Yeah, this guy is doing what we would normally do. Moves that guy across. He'll change out of this real quick.
Here we go.
It's too much that developed. Too long to wait to develop that guy on the outside. That's the problem there. Right, bring your dude across. So he brings the middle linebacker across. I think it's a different quarters to what we're used to. I don't think I'm playing this game mode anymore. I'm just not good at it. Alright, Beefy. Alright. Appreciate your flex. I'm just not good at that game mode. I need to be able to run the ball. If I can't run the ball, then I'm just not very good at it. So I think we're just going to be in the 0% club with this game mode. Alright, 25 yards is 10. Earn 200 XP towards your with a win. I think this is why I think that it's new players and things. I mean, we've done 2 in a row on it, but tank good enough. Tank good enough. I mean, you can't catch either. Like, you've got to be able to catch the ball. Oh, we've got the cover 2 man dude, have we? Cover 2 man. Yeah, just needed to cut it out. Cover 4 drop. So he is changing his plays. Sending that blitz. Yeah, I think we're gonna come away from this game mode. I'm just not very good at it. I'm just not very good at it. Right, hopefully that's going to make him think that we're going to do other stuff. So if they're in man, crosses isn't very good. Let's get Esther going across. She's not in man. It's going to be a pick. Yeah, we're no good. Please don't let him return it. See how it just made me dive in there. It just changed my pursuit angle. That wasn't me. It just changed the pursuit angle because it wanted him to score, but luckily we know the drill. We know how that story goes. But yeah, I don't think I'm gonna play that game mode. Right, I think I'm going to leave it there for now. Thanks so much for watching. Like I said, I'll keep you posted on what the new game is that I'm going to pick up in a bit.